if you want to affect gas prices, you have to look at the U.S. dollar and its value. Right now, the U.S. dollar is the world's reserve currency, which is what everybody prices everything in. Oil, gas, silver, gold, you name it, it's priced in U.S. dollars. So when we attack oil companies, we're doing exactly what the system wants us to do. Find a person or a group of people and call them the bad guys. Well, the real bad guys are the people on Wall Street and then the people on Capitol Hill, because they set the policies.
Right.
You know, Wall Street prices it based on what the value of the dollar is, and the FOMC sets the value of the dollar based on interest rates. So all we have to do as a nation is just say we want our dollar to be more valuable against all other commodities. Raise interest rates, that advertises the dollar to other people, saying if you buy U.S. government-backed treasury bonds, we're going to pay you more interest. You know, instead of 0%, who wants to buy something? Yeah, who wants to buy something and have a 0% return on it? No investor wants to do that. You know, that's why they say, like, if you look on CNBC, they constantly talk about all the money sitting on the sidelines. You know, there's $2 trillion of consumer money sitting on the sidelines not being invested. The reason why it's sitting there is because it can't go into bonds because they won't get any money back. You got to buy a 30-year treasury bond to get any kind of sustainable interest rate. Well, 30 years is just like a mortgage. I'm sitting in an asset I can't use. You know, people, to get the dollar stronger, you have to have shorter term treasury. You know, 6-month CDs, a year CD, 2-year CDs. That way, I get my little quick interest back and turn around and reinvest it again and keep the investments rolling. The reason why you have cash sitting there and cash is king nowadays is because if it's not going to grow with any interest, I don't need to invest it. Put it in my safe, put it under my mattress, keep it at home, sit on it until somebody gives me a safe way, a safe means to invest my money to where I can get a return on investment and retire off of it. There's no reason why I should stick it in the bank. That's why the dollar is weak. That's why oil prices is high. The government wants it that way because they have this little in and around system because they're scared they're going to have to bail out the banks again. The banks pretty much show their hand. We'll collapse and do nothing unless you give us free money. And the government did it. And so now the banks are saying, keep giving us free money or we're not going to lend to people.
That's why they need to break up the,
break up the banks, make them smaller, you know, and then that gets us out of the business of all these bailouts, and we can strengthen our dollar, and we can lower commodity prices, and the economy will be stronger as a whole. You know, at the end of the day, all we really got to do is go back to the post-1929 stock market crash. All those laws they took off the books during Clinton's and Bush's administration, put them back on the books, problem solved.